Now I am going to demonstrate how to find the volume and how to complete this calculation for this problem. This was given, not the exact problem, but this model is given in the exam, Regents exam last year. So first you have to calculate, see this figure is composed of, or this tank is composed of hemisphere, cylinder and cone. So we calculate the volume of the hemisphere first, and then the volume of cylinder, and then the cone. After finding the volumes, we add them up. Then we will get the volume of the entire cone, entire tank. Then we can answer the remaining part of the question. For that, first I calculate the hemisphere. So if you carefully observe the figure, this hemisphere, the distance from here to here is 11.5. So that is nothing but radius. So the radius is 11.5 feet. Therefore, the volume of the hemisphere is the formula 2/3 pi r cube. So I write 2/3 pi is 3.14 radius times radius times radius. That is 11.5, 11.5, 11.5. When you multiply these numbers, multiply all the numerators and then find the answer, divide that answer with 3. That is the correct way of doing, otherwise the calculator gives error. So when you complete this, you will get cubic feet. I am not doing that, you have to complete it. That is V1. Next I am calculating V2. What is V2? That is volume 2, that is for the cylinder. Its formula is pi radius square times height. See, if you see the calculator, I can write 3.14 or pi value directly on the calculator. Radius times height. If you see this figure, the radius is same as the radius of the hemisphere. So which is 11.5, 11.5. And if you see the height, it is given 35. So multiply these numbers, the calculator gives the final answer for V2. So this is also cubic feet. Why I am writing cubic here? So this is volume. And finally volume 3. This is the figure cone. And we need, what is the formula for volume? 1/3 pi r square height. So we don't know the height. Again you have to apply the trigonometry. The height is here h, and the radius of this hemisphere, radius of the cylinder and radius of this cone all are one and the same. I am writing the radius as 11.5. See, for this 44, this h is opposite side and this 11.5 adjacent side. Therefore, I do that calculation here. So tan 44 degrees is opposite side, that is height h over 11.5. So on simplification we get height like this. So 11.5 times tan 44. That means I am doing cross multiplication. 11.5 times tan 44 gives me height. So this on the calculator when I do, I get the value as 11.1 feet. You have to verify, don't copy as it is. Next, after this 1/3 pi is 3.14 radius times radius, same thing, 11.5 times height. Height I got 11.1, which I am utilizing. If you do this number, I don't know how much it is, though I have here, I am leaving that so that I get cubic feet here. Now I calculated volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, but I want to get the total volume of this tank. For that I can write V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So add these three values so that you get the final volume. How much I got here? 19,254. I don't give you points if you copy this without these values. So be careful. Next, last thing. Here the question is saying 1 cubic foot is equal to, how much is given? 1 cubic foot weighing 62.4 pounds. And so therefore this total volume, how much is that? 19,254.46 weight. Its weight is, you have to multiply that figure with 62.4, then how much you get? Its number is the sum 1201478.3 pounds, this much weight. But if you calculate 75% of this weight, that is 0.75 times this number, if you do, you are getting 901,108.7 pounds you have to get correctly. But the tank can hold only 400,000 pounds. If you send this 901,000 pounds of water into the tank, that will burst, all the water will be wasted, it will fall into the ground. So in this question, yes or no, he is asking a question. What is the question? If water weighs this much, can the water tower be filled 75%? 75% if you fill this much will occupy, which is more than this capacity. So our answer should be no for this particular problem. Answer according to the question. Thank you.